Good morning and welcome back to a new video here in the Scottish Highlands. Since we last left you, we have made it further north and we're heading towards the Isle of Skye. Parked up for the last 2 days in this pretty nice spot. It's called Ratagan Pass and this is a viewpoint. I kid you not, this is the first time we're seeing the lake though, because it was just covered with cloud and rain for the last 2 days. And just now I looked out the window, I'm like, oh my god, I can finally see the lake. It's very beautiful. This is called Loch Duick, and to get here we drove all the way from Glen up towards Fort Augustus, Loch Ness, and then the drive I think from Loch Ness to here is about an hour, and in my opinion it's one of the most beautiful drives up here in the Scottish Highlands. So as you remember, last time we went to the Isle of Skye, it was the beginning of summer and it was very busy. There were a few things that we didn't get to do because there was just too many people. So we're going to go and give it another try now, this time of the year in the off season. Instead of going to Isle of Skye directly though, we've come up this little single track road and found this gem of a park up. Very quiet road as well. And as I said, now finally we've got a beautiful view of the lake. To get over to the Isle of Skye, we're now going to go round the lake and head down the main road, but there's also another way you can get there. So if you keep on going on this single track road here, it takes you to this place called Glen, and there's like one of these manual boats that take you across the sea loch from one side to the other, across to the Isle of Skye basically. I think it's similar to that one that we'd used in Albania, but the distance you have to go across is a bit more longer. So I don't know if it's worth risking with a huge motorhome like ours, but I've seen like some cars and vans going across. I guess it's possible, but because there's a much easier option, we're going to take that one.
We are on our walkies today, but there's not a lot of space where to go for a walk here because we're right by the main road and there is these like big forests, but there are no pathways that we can go to.
But this area here where we're parked up is actually quite large, so room for so many vans, and as I mentioned it was very quiet. Look at Tandy there, parked up all alone, and there as you can see there's actually a sign that says the ferry is this way. This is the name of the parking lot that we're staying at. It's called Mam Ratagan, and this is the Ratagan Pass.
We haven't slept in a place like this in ages and I truly love it because we have a grand view from here. It's so amazing. We can truly see the mountains, you know, and then there is the valley. It's so picturesque. I mean, even when it's like this, I really love it actually. I really love grey weather. I don't know why.
On our way we stopped by to check out this 13th century castle on the loch, and then continued over the bridge and onto the Isle of Skye. Our first stop was this tiny liquor shop where we met Dave, who explained all about it.
We're actually going to be the third distillery on Skye ourselves, which is quite cool.
Oh really?
Yeah, we're Isle of Skye Distilleries. Alistair and Thomas, my bosses, and we're currently developing their distillery to do whiskey as well. So they distillerize in January. Exciting. So we do all the products there. You can see the gin, vodka, liqueur, and then we'll start distillation. Also, it's going to be 3 years in a day to make it, but yeah, very exciting. Taraskir Smoky, that's quite cool as well. So is that one, Petey.
Are these strong beers or?
No, easy drink.
I just want to take a quick moment to let you know about our 2026 photo calendar, which features our favourite images from here in Ireland and the UK. If you're enjoying the videos and you'd like to support the channel, the link to buy one will be in the description box below. Right, so we've just stopped at the only fuel station on Skye that has LPG, because filling up your gas is a pretty big problem here in the north of Scotland. Like along the NC 500, I think there's only one station that actually sell LPG, and the same here in the Highlands. The one in Glencoe wasn't working, and there's not even a single one between Glencoe and here. So we stopped here because our LPG is empty and we've been using our spare gas bottle that we have with us. And you're not going to believe it, it's all closed off with cones. So I went inside and asked the guy and he said that they had a flood, everything's got wet and they had to turn all the systems off. So basically we cannot fill LPG from the only pump. We've still got the other gas bottle which should last us maybe another day or two. But yeah, hopefully we'll try and come back tomorrow or the day after and try and fill up then. Hopefully their system's up and running again by then. And for those of you that are not familiar with vans and motorhomes, the gas is quite important this time of year, especially because we need it for heating, not just to heat up the water for a shower, but even to heat up the van. And as well as that, we need it to cook and to run the fridge. So gas is very important, and it's very scarce up here in Scotland. So the roads of Skye are completely different since we were last here. You can tell that we're in the off season because we're practically alone with a couple of locals. We've only met one car on this road so far. So we've taken the road towards Torrin, and we're going to go and try and find a park up there. This is an area that we didn't get to visit last time as well. So I think this trip here on Skye, we're just going to try and visit some places that we didn't get to see last time. So we have parked up in this place called Torrin. It's a really beautiful area surrounded by mountains. We're literally all on our own. We also don't want to go too far because hopefully tomorrow on the way back out we'll stop by the petrol station and fill up an LPG. We've just turned the heater on so the van gets a bit toasty when we get back in, but we can't really use a lot of gas because we'll end up running out. So literally a stone's throw away from that parking lot, there's these little hills leading up to this massive mountain, and there's the waterfalls coming down here and flowing down all the way to the loch or sea. Yeah, this is the sea actually, I guess, flowing in from there. That behind me in the far distance is Scotland, where we came from this morning. So we've travelled quite a long way, well, not too far compared to our previous travels, but so happy we've made it to the Isle of Skye.
It's absolutely gorgeous to see this beautiful scenery here.
You've got it all to yourself.
Can you believe this? I can't believe that we're here sometimes. We're on our own. The spaces are all empty, you know, and
So different.
you come here and then you get to see this.
And for the last week here in Scotland and the Isle of Skye, there's just so many waterfalls flowing from everywhere. It makes it so beautiful. We can see another one up there in the mountain.
Woo! Isle of Skye! Woo!
And that will be our park up for tonight. Hopefully the wind doesn't get stronger than this. It's pretty windy outside the van, but inside we should be okay. But if it gets stronger than this, then yeah, we start shaking. Obviously you're seeing us all covered up because it is absolutely freezing here. It's not snow weather yet in the Isle of Skye, but it's pretty cold. And for those of you that are new to the channel, be sure to check out our previous visit to Scotland when we're here actually at the beginning of summer. You'll see us swimming here in the Isle of Skye. You're not going to catch us swimming in this video, at least I hope not.
It's all boggy now.
Yeah, it's so foggy here everywhere. Just look at the landscape though. Unbelievable. Good morning. Good morning, Charlene.
Hello everyone.
Good morning from Chris.
Beautiful Isle of Skye.
Yeah,
Woo!
it is beautiful here. It is beautiful. As you can see, it is raining and it's forecast to rain all day, but that is not going to stop us from having a good time. We're going to drive out of here. We're going to go back to that petrol station. Hopefully the LPG is working again. And then after that, we're going to go and explore a bit of the island. When I say explore a bit of the island, I mean from inside the van, because we do not want to get wet.
Very important.
I'm going to be honest with you, it's very difficult making videos here because our plans on the Isle of Skye was to go and do the fairy pools hike that we didn't do last time. We wanted to go to the Torrin, which is like a mountain area where we didn't go last time as well. And Charlene found this massive waterfall as well where you have to hike for 2 hours. But with the constant rain, it just doesn't make sense.
It's really constant. The thing is, in other countries, the weather changes and at least you get 2 days of sun during
Or even
the
a few
week,
hours
you know?
as well.
Here it's just all week raining.
That's how it is all the time, really. It's
Yeah,
just
we
been
didn't
raining.
think that it was going to be like this, raining constantly.
So
day
since
and
our
night.
last video, it rained for about 4 days straight, so we didn't do anything. Then we went to that park up where we started yesterday, and then it rained again. And then yesterday it opened up for a couple of hours, so we took advantage of it and started driving and everything, and now it's just been raining all night again. So, well, if you're from here, you're most likely laughing at us. You're saying, yeah, it's obvious,
You're
you know.
crazy for sure.
If you're from somewhere else, you need to understand how the situation is up here. I thought we'd have at least maybe one sunny day a week.
Exactly, yeah. 1 or 2 sunny days and then we film in those 2 days. But it's not the case, guys.
Not
so
the case
let's
at all.
go.
That's crazy. Look how powerful that is. What a difference with last time. So the name of this place is Glen Forest Car Park. It's free and it's pretty close to the fairy pools, which is a very popular tourist destination here on the Isle of Skye. Last time we passed from here in summertime, it was absolutely packed. So this place is kind of described as a nightmare, full of motorhomes. But as you can see, we've got a place to ourselves. And that little forest in here looks pretty cool as well. My God, look at this, guys. Look at these trees. This shows you how powerful the winds are up here. Not today, luckily, not today. But look at these trees. The whole area is just all uprooted. The trees have just been knocked down like they're nothing, you know. It's crazy. Oh, look, there's a mushroom as well. I don't know why, but this one looks poisonous. As you can see, it's not the best day, but the rain has slowed down. Apparently, it isn't going to start raining heavy again. It's just going to carry on raining like this, light rain, for the next few hours until it gets dark. So, because of that, I am going to go for a little walk here. Wow, just look at this. There's actually the fairy pools hike down here. I don't know how the path is, obviously with all the rain, but I just want to get out a bit. And yeah, because it's not raining too heavy, it should be doable. There's the actual car park for fairy pools, which is £10 for motorhomes to stay the day. But this one we're at is free, and it's about I think 5-10 minute walk. So if the hike takes 2 hours, you just need to prepare another 15 minutes maybe. You save yourself £10 plus you can sleep in this one. I don't know about that one down here. This one you can sleep in for sure. Look at that mountain. So special with the waterfalls just flowing down here. Look at that. I think it's important to add as well that this extra walk is downhill. So after you've done the hike, you might not appreciate having to walk back up here. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm curious to see how busy this path actually is this time of the year. Obviously I'm walking down the road and there's a few cars passing me. Nothing like there was in summer. This whole road was chock-a-block, and it's one of the reasons why we just gave up. We were so tired by the time we got here, and there wasn't really anywhere to park the van, just like some small parking spaces, and we thought someone's going to hit us. Like a lot of tourists obviously here as well. And yeah, we just decided to leave and come back, and the day is here, and I'm not going to let the rain deter me. If you watched our previous Scotland vlog, not the last one, but before we went to Highlands, I went out for a hike and I got absolutely soaked. Absolutely soaked. But today it's windy as well, and it's obviously much more colder than that, so I do not want to get wet. And this is not too bad, just a little bit of rain. We have these massive raincoats in the van as well. Charlie wanted me to wear one, but I know, it's just uncomfortable. If it was raining a lot, I would have had to, but like this, I'm just going to take a risk. And if it gets too much, I'll just turn back. Here we go, this is the car park here. £8 for cars and £10 for motorhomes. It's just up here. Yeah, it looks so empty. But the walk is really nice. It's just literally 5 minutes downhill. I'm not going to appreciate it up here, that's for sure, but it shouldn't take me longer than 10-15 minutes to get back up. I think it's worth it. So yeah, so this is the path here. Leads you all the way down and then up towards the mountains. And yeah, let's check it out. So you can't really beat a wee little hike in Scotland. Conditions just make it even more special. My first impressions of this place is just absolutely mind-blowing how vast these mountains here. I'm so lucky that I'm heading up today. There's a few people walking around, so I'm not alone, but there's definitely not the same crowds as there were in summer. They're like ants, everyone heading up. As you can see today, there's just a few people on the path. Yeah, look at this waterfall all the way down. So sometimes I ask myself, why do you guys watch us? Is it for the travel tips, to let you know about these beautiful places that exist on this planet? Is it for the van life, to see what it's really like to live in a van full time? Is it maybe for the money tips, just like today? Walk 10 minutes and save yourself a tenner. Or is it just for the pure entertainment? To watch me come and do stupid stuff like this and just get out in nature wherever we can, whenever we can. I don't know. I'd like to think it's a mix of all of them. But you tell me. You can't stay waiting for the weather. Well, we did. We waited 2 days, we waited 3 days. Hell, even 4 days. But yeah, you just got to get out here when you're this far north. So the first part is pretty straightforward. Just walking up this asphalt road with the waterfalls coming down and flowing down beside us. You climb over a few bridges and that's about it. But we are ascending slowly. And I think now at the top, that's where we'll find these, what they call the fairy pools, which I believe are like little pools that you can swim in. No, I won't be swimming today, but I think some people do in the summertime. Well, not really, who knows, maybe we'll see some people swimming out there today. Apparently it's really cold, even in the summertime, so I doubt we'll see anyone swimming up there. So basically it got the name from the old Celtic folklore, and the legend goes that the fairies would meet up here and bathe and dance and just enjoy their time in this beautiful nature that they have here on the Isle of Skye. So that's the raincoat like this that Charlene wanted me to wear. The rain is picking up a bit now, so I don't know, maybe I should have. Okay, so I think I've made it to the first pool, and as I correctly guess, there's no one swimming here. This could be a little dangerous as well. You don't want to go near the edge. Woo. I think there's more of these as you go up. Guys, listen, this is beautiful. Beautiful here. Insane scenes. How do we get across here? Do we hike up through the mud or cross through the river? Or is there somewhere else where I can cross from? Okay, maybe from here. I must have missed this. I was too busy chatting with you lot and I missed this. I think this is much safer. So over there I had about 75% chance of getting wet. In here I'd say maybe it's 50-50. I'm just going to try and use these stones here. How about I'm falling? Okay. Am I making a mistake? Hope not. Whoa. Hey guys. Whoa! Made it. Wasn't so difficult after, was it? Well, look at this right now. You've got the waterfall flowing down, that massive peak behind it, and just the mist up there in the clouds. This is just spectacular. Incredible. Incredible. Welcome to the Scottish Highlands. I'll tell you something really interesting I've observed throughout time travelling over the past few years. So you know these places like this, fairy pools on the Isle of Skye. First they were seen as a really beautiful place, and at some point, I don't know, 10-15 years ago, people started sharing photos online, and then more people started coming in masses from all over the world to enjoy and take their own photos and now videos as well. And then what happens is that there's just so many people that it no longer becomes this kind of beautiful hotspot, and people start kind of giving it bad reviews in a certain way. People start mocking it and saying, oh no, that's not that special. And I think in some cases that can be true, but in most cases it's just like the over tourism and the overpopulation of this place. Loads of people coming in summer kind of gives it that bad rep. So by the time you get here, you're already fed up, stuck in traffic, the pathways are full of people, and then it ends up just being this place that is not so nice after all. But like today, I'm here in the off season, and it is very special. When you're here and seeing it, you kind of understand why it become such a tourist hotspot to begin with. I think if you remove all the promotion and all the craze, most of these places are absolutely stunning. Just look at this. I'm literally on my own in this section, surrounded by these massive mountains and just water coming from everywhere. Wow. What to think? I was going to stay in the van with Charlene. No. Nice cup of tea and out I come. It's quite difficult as well when you're trying to make videos and the weather is shite. like I mentioned, you kind of get a bit disheartened. And yes, we could film in the van, but yeah, I like to get out a bit. Not every day, but at least a couple of times a week. And as soon as you do, your mind kind of opens up again. And for those of you that want to do this path in the off-season like me, it's not too bad. There are some places like this, and like over here, right, where there's water everywhere and you need to get past, but it's not too bad. A lot of people have actually started heading down now as well. I'm just going to head up here and see what there is and decide whether I keep on going or head back this way, because I think this is actually a loop. Yeah, sometimes you just need to turn back, look, and just look at this. And these dark colours are really, really nice. It makes the scene just look more and more dramatic. And if you don't think this is magical, there must be something wrong with you. One thing I've noticed is that obviously the higher I'm getting, the water is just becoming more and more clear. It's got a light blue colour to it now. Just stunning. So I'm just heading up now on this hill. I'm telling you, the views are just getting better and better. And then better and better again. Wow, this is amazing. So worth it. Finally made it right close to this huge rock that I've been hiking towards all this time. When you're crossing these little rivers, you can't stay stopping in the middle. You need to eye your path, left, right, and then just go. I hope you don't fall in or get your socks wet. That would be a disaster. Either that, or else you just pass through the muddy area, which in my opinion is worse. I don't know if I should turn around now and head back down, because this is as high as we go, and then the trail goes through here, which I can only imagine is even more muddy. So yeah, wow. Can't believe I made it up here. This is just spectacular. Problem is, I don't want to leave this place. It's just so calm up here. As you can see, I'm the only one here. But like I said, it's just got too muddy now, and yeah, I'm just going to head down the same way. Back to the van. Today we are going to eat something very simple. We've got these southern fried chicken that we've had in the freezer for some time, and today is the time to do it, I think. The van is just parked up next to us, so we won't be spending the night alone, but we are pretty much enclosed in this little forest here, and the rain is going to continue through the night, so we'll see what tomorrow brings us.
So did you see any fairies, Chris?
Yes, and they're very disappointed that you did not join me on the hike just because you didn't want to get wet.
Really?
Yeah, they said bad luck is coming your way. I tried to negotiate, but they wouldn't listen.
Don't joke about these things.
I'm not joking, seriously. They were bathing in the pools.
We are cooking, guys. We are cooking chicken, Yorkshire puddings, because that's all we have left. And I'm going to do some gravy as well. We are in the middle of nowhere. There aren't a lot of shops here. And we need water, we need food, we need... what else?
We don't need gas.
What else? What else do we need? Milk. However, we're very happy that we're at this beautiful place here on the Isle of Skye. I know it's raining, but yeah, I really love it like this. I really love it. When I'm in the van, actually, not like hiking, you know, and stuff like that. Chris went and he came back this time.
Energized.
There was a little bit of improvement, guys. He didn't come all wet, just his front part only, because he wore the waterproof jacket, so that's a
right.
bonus. But I told him to wear the cape, like the...
Don't you think I am Batman?
Yeah, but he didn't like that, so he skipped that.
There were two people on the walk. They had one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look quite funny. I'm not wearing that.
Yeah, but at least you don't get wet.
Yeah, but you look like a Wally. Anyway, I'm going to have a shower. And voila. We have the southern fried chicken, Yorkshire puddings, a little bit of gravy, and then we have the rice coming up very soon.
Warm here, right? In the van.
Yeah, the van is boiling hot. And what I realised here as well, even last night, the sky is just so bright here. Good morning, folks. It wasn't a bad night at all here. Nice and quiet. I've just looked out the window. I had a little bit of a shock because, you know, I showed you all these trees that were uprooted here. Look what happened overnight. This is not too far from us. Look, this tree must have snapped And this is actually the same parking area. Look, it's just two different areas. We're parked up at the top one, and then there's another one down here. So really lucky that we didn't park in that one, because that could have fallen right on the back of the van. But anyway, good luck is on our side today, and yeah, stopped raining finally, and we're gonna head down the single track road now to the end of the valley, to this town called Glen Brittle.
Down in the valley where the roots lay low and the river bends while the water flows, you were laying down with your toes exposed on a rock you found with the morning's warmth. Oh, I'm glad that I found you.
So we left from that spot, and I'm truly happy to see the Isle of Skye like we're seeing it now. The colors and the moodiness that there is here is for real. It's actually one of those places where in summer it's beautiful, but even when it's like this, I really don't wish to be anywhere else right now but here. I'm so happy that we came during this time of the year. I saw some ice as well on top of the mountains this morning, because it was clear for like 2 minutes I think, and we were very lucky to see the snow up there.
Right guys, so we have parked up Tandy behind me, as you can see there. We've stopped just outside this place called Glen Brittle Memorial Hut. It's a very small muddy parking, but as we mentioned, in winter there's not a lot of people here, so we're able to find the spot. There is a sign saying no camping of any kind, which means that we will not be able to stay here tonight, I don't think. So after the hike we'll go and find somewhere else, that's no problem at all. So we're going to go out for a bit of a hike here over these mountains, and we should be able to find a massive waterfall waiting for us at the end. There's only one other car here next to us, so we're going to be almost alone. Maybe one other person or couple hiking up here. I've got a feeling this is going to be very muddy. So now that we've walked up a little bit, we can already see the sea. So our right, this road actually ends down there, so it's a dead end. Might be a ferry that goes across from here, but if not, this is the end of the road, and then you just drive back where we came from. There's only a few houses down here, so it's a very, very small community. Whoa. Okay, so I think we have nearly made it to the ridge. We've only been going up about 20 minutes, so it's a lot shorter than yesterday's walk. There it is, look, wow. Waterfall looks amazing from here. So we have made it up to the viewpoint, the ridge, and as you can see there's that beautiful waterfall just flowing down beside us here. What's really special about this waterfall is that it just kind of starts from up there and then straight down to the bottom of the valley. It's massive.
About 30 meters, I think, 50 meters high.
Yeah, about 50 I would say. This one is called East Moor, the name of the waterfall.
From here we can spot one tiny sheep up there. Look, just opposite.
What is he doing there?
On her own, on the cliff edge.
Trying to eat the forbidden fruit. Yeah, he's eating, look.
Yeah, he's eating. Woo, we made it, baby. Wow, absolutely amazing. They live so isolated, so far away from everything, from everyone, and they're just here living the sky life, I would say. Enjoying it to the very best.
It's so amazing just to have this place all to yourself. There wasn't even anyone up here. Can't believe it. So that's why the Isle of Skye in winter is definitely a good idea. In fact, if you guys are planning to come here, do check out our previous videos that we did 2 or 3 years ago when we came in summer, where we explored the north of the island. We've done wild swimming and had an overall amazing time, although there was a lot of people here on the island. But anyway, next week we're heading to the NC 500, heading up further north here in Scotland. If you enjoyed watching, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, let us know what you enjoyed the most, and we'll see you next week for another one. Bye!